Once Human is a new game that just dropped at the time of this video's release, and it is already climbing the top of Steam's most played games, despite being, in my opinion, one of the worst gaming experiences out there, and I'm not even kidding. But I don't want you to go out and think that I'm just a bearer of negativity for no reason, because trust me, if you play this game and end up having a similar experience to the one I had, you'll be saying the same things. Now that you know I actually am dead serious and I don't just shit out negativity any chance that I get, let's break down exactly what made my experience with this game so unbelievably trash. Now, Once Human itself is a lot of things. Honestly, I describe it as kind of a giant mushed together ball of way too many games. I mean, it labels itself as a survival, open world, multiplayer, post-apocalyptic, strategy, base building, simulation, RPG, horror, MMO, RPG, 3D platformer. Yeah, so the game plays like an amalgamation, to say the least. It feels like Ark Survival Evolved meets Fortnite, meets Palworld, meets Elden Ring, meets some weird-ass Hideo Kojima shit, meets H1Z1, meet me in a back alley so you could beat me over the head with a bat. It is a lot. I seriously don't even know where to begin with this other than exactly where I know to begin with this. This game has a lot of day one server issues. The first 1 hour and 45 minutes of my experience with this game was just trying to play. Crashes, disconnects, waiting in a 30-minute queue for a server that literally said it had space in it. The game putting me and my friends in different lobbies despite us making absolutely sure we picked the same ones as each other. Realizing that the game makes you go through the character customization for every single server that you try to join. I mean, we haven't even started playing the game yet, and I'm just trying to keep it together. The best part of this game is the character customization. This was actually a lot of fun. Look, I made Sylvester Stallone. It looks just like him. Now that we're done having fun, let's get back to the perpetual torment, gameplay. Now, I was debating this with my friends, but I think a good story should be something that's presented to the audience in a way that makes them want to follow it, given that they're open to at least trying to, obviously. Yeah, this game has you spawn in a mental hospital, and then a bird shows up whose voice actor sounds like a Happy Meal toy, and then this happens, and this is not an editing jump cut. This is actually what happens in the game. Then you talk to this girl in the house who's friends with the bird, I think. Then Siren Head shows up and he dies to your crossbow and butterfly that you caught in a Pal ball, just like Palworld. By the way, this mechanic did not show up again a single time. It's only in this part. Then she's all like, okay, fuck you. I want the McDonald's XJJK secret sauce collab. And then you part ways and then you drop into Tilted Towers. And then spend another hour trying to get into the same lobby as your friends. Every single one of my friends tried to follow the story, and every single one of us was met with a resounding, what the actual fuck is going on? Dude, I don't know either. Let's just start skipping the cutscenes. But after you get past that amazing prologue, you're met with the gameplay, and unfortunately, the gameplay is very, very generic. It is very basic and safe survival game 101 stuff. Did you build a base in Palworld back in January of 2024? Well, get ready to do it again, but this time with guns. I don't know. Like I mentioned a second ago, this game is a hodgepodge of a bunch of different basic game fundamental stuff shoved together in a big ball, which ironically ends up making the experience very generic. Like when you take your water cup at Wendy's and hit every single one of the different sodas, and no matter how many you do, it just comes out mid. I feel like there's no unique hook, no intensity, no real funny moments outside of my friends and I losing our minds at how we spent 2 hours trying to get the game to work.
How do I build my...
1, 2, 3.
I'm so lost, bro.
Sebastian, please join up, you fuck.
I don't know how!
Oh my god, you're the one doing this!
You just follow exactly what the game tells you to do at all times, and the stuff that it's telling you to do isn't even interesting in the first place. So how the actual hell is this game sitting at the top of Steam's most played games? I mean, even if it falls off relatively quickly, it's still, okay, I'm getting really sick of this stuff, I'm not gonna lie. And I apologize to anyone who wanted me to speak more on the gameplay itself, but there's literally nothing noteworthy to talk about. There's no cool shit, it ain't got dinosaurs, it ain't got movement, it ain't got a compelling story that any of us want to follow, ain't no nothing.
They don't date, they don't do drugs, they don't play checkers.
It ain't got nothing that we could find. Like, I'm seriously looking around for the hook of this game, like, so is there any cool stuff I get later? Can me and my friends do anything together? No. I'm not sure if this changes later in the game. I probably won't be finding out either, to be honest. But every time me and my friends had our current objectives sync up with one another, we couldn't actually do them in unison. The game allows you to make a clan and join a party with your friends, which allows you to see their little names on the side of the screen. Bro, I'm neck deep in editing this video. Please just ignore the 4th name featured on the screen, because I don't want to go through the effort of censoring it. It was a random. But as far as we can tell, you can't actually play the game together, which upon hearing that caused one of my friends to give up on the game entirely and go to sleep, which I'm not gonna say that was unjustified.
I'm getting off this game.
No.
Bro. I'm done with this shit.
But those who remained treaded onward, and a few more of my friends ended up getting on to try out the game. Who, need I mention, had none of the server issues that the original group of people, which included me, had, yet they still ended up having very similar complaints about the game that we did. After continuing to play for a little while longer and doing what the game tells us to do, we, or should I say just me, because you can't fucking do shit together, ended up fighting a boss that posed pretty much as much of a threat as a Hodgetide Helen Keller, and that was it. The towel was thrown in. As a resounding "fuck this game" echoed throughout the Discord call. Well, I mean, it's a free game. You can't complain that much about it. Au contraire. The First Descendant is a game that literally just released, and I think it is a great alternative to Destiny 2 if you find that game too hard to get into. And I was out here thinking I didn't even like looter shooters. But Once Human, I don't even know who this is for. It's 2024. These other survival games that are 10 times better have been out for what feels like eons. All of these, including this one, which I didn't even really like, obliterate Once Human. They are so much better. But solely because it's free to play and it's getting its time in the spotlight, which is just whack to me. You may not have to waste your money on Once Human, but please don't go wasting your time on it. Guys, I swear I'm not a harbinger for negativity. I just gotta get my funny point across, okay? Also, in case you were still thinking about giving this game a chance simply because it's free, just know that this game is apparently extremely well known for including really sketchy stuff like spyware. Now, I obviously can't confirm or deny whether that's an absolute fact, but I'm gonna assume that such a bold reputation being at the forefront of the game ever since its beta is for good reason. Topple that Sketchfest with a broad range of people online, as well as Steam's reviews being incredibly mixed, and you're left with the weird guy naked on the ground clinging to a battle pass chest, hoping you're gonna look at him. At least that's what it feels like to me. If the First Descendant is proof that free-to-play games can still potentially be good, worthwhile experiences with meaningful longevity, then Once Human is an example of dog shit on a plate will still sell if it's at a $0 price tag. Okay, friendly reminder that if you played Once Human and you found yourself actually enjoying the game, that's great. In fact, I actually really envy you. I'm just pretty upfront and vulgar about how I share my opinions. So if you still want to leave a comment on this video that's something along the lines of, oh, would you look at that? That's some constructive criticism right there. That's definitely gonna change my experience with the game. Bro, this changes nothing. What are you talking about? Like, bro, the final total was 6 of my friends saying the game was hot ass. 6. All for different but similar reasons. If you enjoy the game, that's awesome. Keep playing it, do your thing. If you hated it like me, that's cool too. We got mad games popping up. There's always something new to play and there's always something to talk about, like how Banana is still somehow in the top 5 most played Steam games and how that shit should probably be banned. And speaking of weird shit to talk about, like and sub to this channel for more weird shit that I like to talk about. And be sure to check out my Twitch where I stream a lot of random games and talk a hell of a lot more. Join a Discord as well if you're into all that, and I am off to play anything else. At least the game title adds up. I did feel like I was once human. Now I just feel like a dumbass who got tricked into downloading another fucking game.
We fucking got him.